So we have a reading here that at the end the Egyptians confessed it is the finger of God.
Exactly. They say the word finger of God, this is. What does that mean, the finger of God? First of all, the expression that God has a finger is interesting, and it shows human attributes to God, which the philosophers discuss. But here, God tells Aaron to lift up his staff, and he unleashes lice and flies and insects. This is the word for lice, kinim. That symbol there is the very same symbol as this symbol, ken. Yes, correct. The term of insect and the term for being correct is very similar, and it may indeed have emerged. The very etymology of the word emerged because in this case the wizards and the magicians of Egypt recognized that because of this the finger of God was involved. So the magicians and the scientists of Egypt were in a dilemma. On one hand, they realized that they would not want to repeat the same plagues as Moses was bringing upon them, because to repeat them would be to multiply their problems. They may have also realized that they had been outdone, that in repeating they had actually compounded the problem. And they also realized that they could not treat the problem, and that they were disposed, their function was to disease control, and it was out of control. So they recognized defeat, that it was the finger of God, and they told as much to the Pharaoh. And the Pharaoh then rejected their opinion. And here we see now that he becomes indifferent and distant and isolated, and the preparation for the next plague. And in this small paragraph we see that the entire foundations of the scientists of Egypt were overturned, that they recognized that they had been outsmarted, and they recognized defeat, and they bowed out to the Pharaoh and said, the Pharaoh, this is beyond what we are capable of. And interestingly enough, this story is eked out in the story of the lice, the kinim, and the word for yes, verity, verification, and described here in the etymology of a name in one of the 10 plagues. The willingness to recognize to recognize mistake is the beginning for the preparation for solutions, and that seems to be what the magicians were going through here. And there are stories of some of the magicians acknowledging Moses and actually joining him on the Exodus. And the magicians said to Pharaoh, "This is the finger of God."